I mean, hardly a day goes by when there isn't serious condemnation and action, in some cases, from some of America's top allies directly relating to the situation in Gaza, whether it's Norway's sovereign wealth fund divesting from Israel, whether it's Australia accusing the Prime Minister of Israel of being in denial about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. And most recently, the Saudi government has condemned what's happening in Gaza. How much of that condemnation do you think is filtering back to the United States? And is it changing anything?
Well, I think for the United States, when they see key allies like the ones you just mentioned, in addition, Germany has cut off providing security assistance to Israel. Germany was the biggest proponent of Israel inside the EU, and I think it's second highest when it comes to providing weapons and munitions. So I think all of this does impact how the U.S. sees the conflict in Gaza. Again, it's not a monolith. Obviously, the U.S. is very divergent in its opinions. But I think there's still strong support, of course, for Israel to fight back against Hamas and certainly defend itself and prevent any future October 7th. But the way that this has been carried out when it comes to the civilian population, the restriction of food coming in to Gaza and the potential for this to continue is causing quite a bit of alarms, if you will, in the United States. And I think it's important to point out, it's not just in the United States. The Israeli population, at least the polls that I've seen, would like to see this conflict come to an end. And the IDF, all the way up to the top, the chief of staff, Samir, has, he might as well have come out publicly. There's so many leaks coming out of the IDF that says they're very concerned about how this a new phase, this full occupation of Gaza will happen, and then what it'll mean for the IDF, because it certainly is going to be a very, very difficult military problem that's going to cost the lives of a lot of soldiers. It might increase the risk to the hostages that are still, in captivity, and of course, the humanitarian crisis it's likely to cause is going to be intense. So there's I think opposition, not just around the world, which is clear, inside the United States from both sides, and now I think inside Israel. And that might be what the pressure that really needs to be put to bear on the Prime Minister's office.